Good morning. Welcome to my channel. It's World Series week, and I'm excited. I love baseball, and my favorite team is the Kansas City Royals. I'm Donnis Crane, and I'm glad you're visiting my channel. Don't forget to subscribe. The button's right there. I'd like to share with you an old classic poem about baseball. It was written in 1888. It's become one of my favorites to recite. I hope you like it. Casey at the Bat by Ernest Lawrence Thayer, 1888. The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville Nine that day. The score stood 2-4 with but an inning left to play. So when Cooney died at second, Burroughs did the same. A sickening silence fell upon the patrons of the game. A straggling few got up to go, leaving there the rest with the hope that springs eternal within the human breast. For they thought, if only Casey could get a whack at that, they'd put up even money now with Casey at the bat. But Flynn preceded Casey, and likewise did Blake. The former was a puddin', and the latter was a fake. So on that stricken multitude a death-like silence sat, for there seemed little hope of Casey getting to the bat. But Flynn let drive a single, and to the wonderment of all, the much despised Blakey tore the cover off the ball. So when the dust had lifted and they saw what had occurred, there was Blakey safe at second and Flynn a hugging third. Then from that gladdened multitude went up a joyous yell. It echoed through the valley and resounded in the dell. It bounced upon the hilltop and resounded on the flat, for Casey, mighty Casey, was advancing to the bat. There was ease in Casey's manner as he stepped into his place. There was pride in Casey's bearing, a smile on Casey's face. And as responding to the cheers, he lightly doffed his hat, no stranger in that crowd could doubt 'twas Casey at the bat. 10,000 eyes were on him as he rubbed his hands with dirt. 5,000 tongues applauded as he wiped them on his shirt. And as that New York pitcher ground that ball into his hip, defiance gleamed in Casey's eyes. A sneer curled Casey's lip. And now the leather-covered sphere came hurtling through the air, but Casey stood awaiting it in haughty grandeur there. Close by that sturdy batsman, that ball unheeded sped. "It ain't my style," said Casey. "Strike one," the umpire said. From the benches black with people went up a mighty roar, like the pounding of a storm wave on a stern and distant shore. "Kill him, kill the umpire," someone shouted from the stands. And it's likely they'd have killed him had not Casey raised his hands. With a smile of Christian charity, great Casey's visage shone. He stilled the rising tumult, he bade the game go on. He signaled to the pitcher, once more that spheroid flew. Casey still ignored it, and the umpire yelled, "Strike two!" "Fraud!" yelled a maddened thousands, and an echo answered, "Fraud!" But one scornful look from Casey, and the audience was awed. They saw his face grow stern and cold. They watched his muscles strain. They knew that mighty Casey wouldn't let that ball go by again. The sneer is gone from Casey's lip. His teeth are clenched in hate. He pounds with cruel violence his bat upon the plate. And now the pitcher holds the ball, and now he lets it go, and now the air is shattered by the force of Casey's blow. Oh, somewhere in this favored land, the sun is shining bright. Bands are playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are light. Somewhere men are laughing, and somewhere children shout. But there is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Casey has struck out. Thank you again. I hope you enjoyed the old classic poem, Casey at the Bat. I know I enjoyed reciting it for you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. The button's right there. So when I post something new, you'll be notified on YouTube.